Wunmi, what that Wunmi think pay? Wunmi is calling me. Hello, Wunmi. Hello, Wunmi.
Okay.
Wunmi pè mí sìn.
Hello?
Hello, I'm going, bàbá mi.
Program change.
Ayi wa ńbẹ̀ bàbá mi yẹn. Ẹ gbé wa débẹ̀. Ṣé daddy Wunmi ló ń pè yẹn?
Welcome once again to this channel. Still on justice for Mohbad. You're about to hear some very disturbing, shocking update. That is why I have begged you all, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything that drops. This is serious. For our international audience, translation and analysis will be done immediately after our guest is done talking. This is serious. This is serious. Wunmi, the wicked widow of Mohbad. I'm not going to call her wife because according to Mohbad's father, Wunmi is not married to my son. No, not at all. And we all know that apart from us, Mohbad's father is the only one seeking for justice. No one else, not Mohbad's mother, not Wunmi, not Mohbad's younger ones, none of Mohbad's siblings are seeking for justice. Not at all. Not to talk of the corrupt, wicked, diabolic policewoman, the mother of Wunmi. No, not at all. They are not seeking for justice. If you've been on this channel, probably you must have heard this. Wunmi dropped a white piece of cloth into the casket of Mohbad. This, she said, was to protect Mohbad and for Mohbad to also protect her. And I'm like, hold on a second. What protection are you talking about here, young lady? What kind of protection? You're trying to protect the dead. Have you ever heard this? And you said Mohbad should also cover your secret. That secret, unfortunately, could not be covered as Nigerians pressured people who are lovers of Mohbad, people who heard about Mohbad, people who showed empathy to Mohbad, both home and abroad. They pressured the Nigerian police, and you know what happened? Mohbad's body was exhumed. And that ritual that they did, that diabolic act, bursted out, became exposed. And here we are today, all of the, Wunmi's and criminal, crafty, cunning, wicked act all got opened. Yes. So, Wunmi on the run. Yes, Wunmi on the run. They don't want the DNA to be done. They just want to live on Mohbad's revenue. And this is not possible. Before we proceed, once again, like, share, and also tap on the thanks button to encourage this channel to do more. If you are just coming across this channel for the first time, why don't you join us? It is free. Tap on the subscribe button and tap on the notification bell. Let us get right.
They gave us the impression where Naira Marley is on the run. We thank God that Naira Marley came back home. Those who raised the dust then are now the one traveling out, abandoning the justice. And the wife who brought this thing, who packaged the lies, she's now the one trying to run outside the country. She can only relocate to Sambisa.
Exactly. The wicked.
She's free to relocate to Sambisa. But let me give you some hints about what the interview that Mama granted. In that interview, gbogbo nta tí ń sọ láti jọ ìní màmá yìí confam ní interview. Alátẹnujẹ. Ìgbà tí ó pe ìyàwó ọmọ ẹ tí ò kọ́kọ́ gbé call, àwọn méjèèjì ò gbé call. Ìgbà tó pè tó gbé call, ó dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ pé ọmọ yẹn ní injury pé ní show lánàá, ó parọ́ pé ó ní injury ní show lánàá the previous day. Kí ló fi end ẹ̀? Ó wá ń sọ fún ìyá Mohbad wípé ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ bá promise ìsọ̀n tó promise yín kò gbàgbé ó máa pè yín padà lórí ẹ̀. Àtẹnujẹ ló gbé lé ìyá lọ́wọ́ tó fi cover up tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé. Because ó ti mọrú ìyá yẹn, ó gbé àtẹnujẹ tó need náà ló gbé lé lọ́wọ́. Ṣé bí owó lẹ́yìn mọ̀ tí tẹ fẹ́ gbà tí promise bá jí ó máa padà wá bá yín. At the end of the day, that woman sọ pé òun tún lọ ṣọ́ọ̀bù níjọ́ yẹn ìwọ tó sọ pé ọmọ ẹ ó ní injury from the show ọmọ tó lè sọ fún ẹ pé wọ́n lé kiri.
What kind of woman is this? What kind of woman are you, Mohbad's mother?
ó ń sùn but ó ní injury from the show ó lè lọ ṣọ́ọ̀bù instead of convert kó yọ bàtà lẹ́sẹ̀
kó máa sáré lọ síbẹ̀.
ẹ máa mọ orú ìyá tí ìyá yẹn jẹ. On Karimo, let me tell you something about Karimo. Láti defend rẹ̀ Karimo pa irọ́ kan o and Karimo must still come back and explain what happened. Karimo sọ wípé Mohbad ní memory loss. Ó defend rẹ̀ at a point. Ó lóun sọ pé Mohbad ní mental health challenge. But it's just memory loss. And listen to the content of that tape. Don't leak here. There is nothing about memory loss issue in that tape. In fact, in that very tape, Mohbad display full memory in that tape.
Of course.
In that same tape, tell your body memory loss. Ṣé bóyá kẹ́ test ẹni, kẹ́ test memory ẹ̀. Ṣé bí gbogbo ìgbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, ṣé bóyá kẹ́ máa sọ fún wípé Mohbad, why are you saying this now?
Exactly, come and challenge ẹ.
Come and challenge ẹ. Mohbad was displaying full knowledge. Ó sọ pé family ẹ ti ń ṣe rí, eléyìí ló máa jẹ́ àṣemọ. Ó lè sọ fún ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí pé nǹkan tó máa ṣe ni o, tí nǹkan kan bá ṣòun, you will now bring out all those things and to round it up, Mohbad now asked you a question on that very tape and you responded. Ṣé memory loss ló béèrè the right question lọ́wọ́ ẹ tí wọ́n ìyàwó dẹ̀ respond sí?
Ẹ kú làákàyè dádì mi.
So the issue of mental breakdown, a mental health issue, the issue of memory loss is another lie. And to use that to even defend the allegation from Mohbad is wicked. Let me go to another issue. Ìyá Mohbad ń challenge wá sí wípé àwa o láàfẹ́ unity in the party. The question they ask her, ó dẹ̀ wá ló yẹ ká ṣe joint interview fáwọn. Baba steps, Tafin blame Baba Leni is towards unity from the beginning.
Exactly. She's talking of unity, but when money got into her account, she did not call Mohbad's father as the head of the family or the father of her son.
Benny.
Any death certificate no one and they keep it from Baba. In fact, Baba, you are giving us the impression that Baba almost went to Mohbad out to sleep because OTD let it which you now want to use against the man. People are saying Baba fell over Mohbad'S. They wanted to use it against him. They were mocking him. We pay Baba is useless. Well, because your place is closer to Biti Babawa or Udeni around 3 a.m. If Baba could mind, that means that the man did not see any division in the family at that point in time.
That's a cool attire.
Ìgbà tí wọ́n ìyá lọ jókòó sí Lẹ́kí tí bàbá ọkọ ẹ bàbá ọmọ ẹ tó wà ní Kòròdú ṣé unity ni wọ́n ń wá ń gbà yẹn ìgbà tó máa ṣe interview fún wọn ní Lẹ́kí tí bàbá wà ní Kòròdú ta ló kọ̀ sí division in the family. Why did you as a mother relocate gbogbo owó tó ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ Lẹ́kí owó tó ń gbé lọ́wọ́ lé ẹ Lẹ́kí o ò ṣe rántí gbà yẹn pé it's one family o dáàdi wa wà ní Kòròdú o ibẹ̀ ní ká yẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa máa lọ o if you wanted unity family. Kẹ̀túmọ̀ wípé gbogbo nǹkan tó ń package nsìn this conference of a team you will know the script writer. The issue of using conference doing all this documentation láti lè wá divert àwọn attention àwọn èèyàn láti lè ṣe document láti travel we know where it's coming from. There's somebody in Fraka that is writing this script for them. And God is going to expose that person.
Amen.
I know that this lady too. Yes, it's somebody in Fraka. We have had this kind of experience before. And we know the terrain. We know where they are going into. That woman, don't be surprised. It's possible that they have a secret of Mohbad. But apart from that, that woman has mental. He has. I don't want to insult her, but
great observation.
Yes. Everything somebody who is in her right senses, a woman for that matter, will not be saying it. One constrictive to react 41 days after Liam, no to get Wunmi, it's a shame. sí life àwọn ọmọ yẹn o mọ primary school táwọn ọmọ yẹn lọ tó parọ́ mẹ́sìn. Is that not are you not telling us that you are a failed mother by telling us all this? Now you are telling us Baba don't threaten life when cyberbullying, you are accusing Baba from the onset. Ẹ̀yin lẹ gbé material jáde, package yóò yẹ fún wa, dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká lọ attack Baba wrongly. At that point in time, mọ̀ wípé ẹ̀yin lẹ ń bully Baba o. Today, ẹ̀yin lẹ pè Baba on phone, mọ̀ pé Baba yẹn máa record. You will have used it against Baba if Baba responded and Baba did not have the tape and you have the tape, you will manipulate the tape
exactly.
and use it against Baba.
Exactly.
That tape, if Baba has responded by irú ọmọ burúkú wo ni kò ní dá fún ẹ, ò ní ṣoríire, things like that, they will have cut the tape and bring it out pé Baba ń bully ọmọ yẹn.
Exactly.
That is their plan, to provoke that man so that they will have more materials for these things that they are doing. But that man did not respond. Many Nigerians will not know. Nobody is perfect. This is the time to rally around to support this man. Let me also support you on some things questions you ask. Land, there is Lamid. It's a nation name.
Shembo. Muslim bear it. Shembo. Daddy never me to suffer or come back.
Muslim bear it. It is possible somebody want to play on the intelligence and bring Liam. Liam can also be an Irish name. But your claim may also be correct. If we look at the Bitomanyelo delivery, at the issue to surround the issue, it's possible that somebody is playing on our intelligence. It's possible. Then let me now plan it up. See, these people telling us there is no need for DNA. They are telling us that if if that is the position, why are you asking Mama a question that will validate the paternity of Lahab? Why are you bringing that question to Mama?
Good thinking. Good thinking.
There is something that you know that is still not close, and Baba has told you that in 100 years' time, the question may be asked about paternity of his grandson, and that is why he wants it close once and for all. If there is no need for that, you wouldn't be asking that woman about question one daddy, Mohbad doubt paternity on Mayeri. For you to be asking is an admission of the fact that that case has not been closed, and we must close it by DNA. Thank you.
Daddy, am I still on? Daddy, Professor, I have a question for.
Okay.
Ẹ bá wa tọ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí pa lọ́ọ̀yà tó pè nígbà tí Mohbad kú yẹn. Ẹ bá mi tọ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí sàn.
See, the suspicion Tani about properties is confirmed by the presence of that lawyer. Is to quickly finish documentations of his assets and his royalties. That means that there have been a plan all along that everything about Mohbad, and that confirmed the motives. There are two motives: motives over property, no motive of covering up the paternity of Liam. Those are the two allegations. And what happened with the presence of lawyers that day? That lawyer that was present that day confirmed these allegations. So we are not saying it confirmed the crime, but it raises suspicion about what we are talking about. Kí ni lawyer one bed, kí ni almost 6 months ń wá lórí document properties. Kí ni iṣẹ́ lawyer níbẹ̀ yẹn láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn? Kí lẹ gba death certificate?
Exactly. How can Mohbad pass away on Tuesday? That same Tuesday you brought a lawyer. And immediately, the name of Liam, that we are even saying DNA is an issue, is now on the will of Mohbad.
The plan was that Mama should come, one of Papa Ledo Bale, come package the narrative here, come be fun. If you ever saw fun, no man, if you ever saw fun, you don't cook, no man, no be fun coin. But me Papa Yashi appear, this thing here, no destabilize everything. And the presence of that man help us to know the identities of people there. Tí bàbá yẹn ò bá lọ, ní mọ̀ pé lawyer present. Tí bàbá yẹn ò bá lọ, ní mọ̀ pé kùnrin, bàbá yẹn wọ room lókè, ó rí àwọn materials bíi ẹ̀jẹ̀ nǹkan. Tí bàbá yẹn ò bá lọ, ní mọ̀ wípé bí abẹ́ staircase náà gbé sí. Nobody was ready. Kò sẹ́ tó fẹ́ fún anything. A star tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé fẹ́ fún ní befitting burial lẹ́yìn gbé sí abẹ́ staircase. Kò wá lè tẹ́ sínú yàrá ìmọ̀ lókè. Any other place there you can see, and then some people buy a low rush, or see be here. And you don't present here here now. Opuketi, Tano will pay, Mendo will help you now. So the presence of lawyer in that house, help láti mọ̀ pé ọlọ́pàá ní láti investigate àwọn forgery tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́. That forgery is still ongoing over Mohbad's assets. Attempt to swing that property away from the family to the son and cover up the paternity of Liam is an issue that government needs, and that may be the motive behind this crime to investigate. Thank you.
Let us continue. Now, the caller made it clear that the narrative that they wanted to put out there using Mohbad's mother, of course, not like she was being used anyway. She is actually part of it. And this caller is like, this woman, your mind is not up there. Your mind is below, is beneath par. I mean, you are not a right-thinking woman. You were given a script, you rehearsed it, and you came out to repeat this nonsense, to spit out this nonsense. Even at that, you cannot even do it well. And we were able to see in between it. We are able to see in between the lines to know that you are not really a good mother, that you were not in the life of those children. Now, Mohbad's mother claimed that our kids normally come spend holidays with her, not until Mohbad's father somehow manipulated Mohbad back then and her elder sister to come take the last boy, Adura. Back then, they were very young. To steal, that's what she used, to steal him away from her. Now, let's lay that aside. Wunmi called Mohbad's father. If you've been on this channel, you heard that audio call. Mohbad's father was smart enough to record that call without saying a word. What they wanted to do was to provoke Mohbad's father into saying hurtful words or attacking Wunmi. If Mohbad's father had said anything, what they would do is to now doctor that audio. They will pick the beginning of the call. Hello, this is Cynthia. This is Cynthia. Baba. And next, they will be playing what Mohbad's father said, like, you're a bastard, you're a bad girl, you're a useless girl, I will deal with you, you will not, then they would have put that out and say, this is how Mohbad's father threatened Mohbad when he was alive. This is how Mohbad's father bullied Wunmi when Mohbad was alive. They wanted to trap him, but the man was smart enough. He recorded it, he didn't say a word, and he put it out there for the world to see. This was their plot. So they have a scriptwriter, according to this caller, they have a scriptwriter, someone who is behind the scene, manipulating, watching social media trends, watching the fever of Mohbad's justice and trying to see what they can throw out and how to manipulate. But unfortunately for them, everything that they have been doing have failed. Can't you see that Shekpeteri, Yabojo, yeah, she's called Shekpeteri by her friend Lizzie Anjorin, another actress. Both of them know what they do. She said, I spoke to Wunmi. I asked her, are you not going to avail Liam for DNA? And she concluded, it's about money. Now that they know that people are ready to sponsor DNA, thousands, if not millions of people are ready to sponsor a DNA that probably costs $300 or $200 or thereabout, or let's even say $500. A lot of people, if it is 1 cent, I'm sure we'll be able to get more than a million DNA done, isn't it? But what we need is just 2 DNA or even 3. If they want one in Europe, one in America, and one in Nigeria, or they want 2 in Nigeria, whatever they want. All of a sudden, they tried to meander this DNA. They said they need legal authorization. Mohbad's father went through that route. Immediately they saw that he got that, they said, go and bring your late son's DNA and yours first before you ask us to present Liam for DNA. What does that tell you? That these people are not truthful. Now imagine the same people that are not truthful are the people that Mohbad's mother decided to stick with. Now, let's continue. The caller went on to talk about this. On that day that Mohbad died, they tried to put out a narrative to confuse people that Mohbad's father wanted to go to Mohbad's mother's house to sleep over to create an impression that even at the painful exit of Mohbad's father was only interested in what is underneath Mohbad's mother, which is not true. The man actually went back to his home to prepare, since he could not get their certificate, couldn't get authorization from the Nigerian police. But do you know, from what we heard, Wunmi already got that authorization but kept it. She didn't release it because she wanted Mohbad's father to quickly put the boy, the young man, under the soil so that everything will end. That was their plot. But God has a way of, unveiling. God has a way of exposing wickedness. That is why people said, no, this young man will not be buried this way. Like I've always said, a lot of people RIP before Mohbad, RIP when Mohbad RIP, and will also RIP after Mohbad RIP. But there is something about Mohbad. Mohbad is not A-list, B-list, C-list of the Nigerian trending. That's the word I'm using. Trending musicians in Nigeria. Of course, he has a big, huge, shining talent. He knows how to write his lyrics, and his words are not just general, like this ordinary kind of lyrics. His vibe is deep. He's a man. He's more like a philosopher. Some even say he's a prophet. Like he's a philosopher. There are certain use of words, even though he wasn't that popular. Many people don't know him. They don't listen to his music. He has his own little crowd of fans, people who relate to him. The Gen Zs, like that, some, because the songs are mostly, in the language that he speaks. But how did Mohbad become this popular? Everywhere, home and abroad, go to the Caribbean, they know about Mohbad. They know about Mohbad. Until date, Mohbad has not stopped, touching the hearts of a lot of people. So with this, Wunmi thinks she can escape. She thinks she can run away. That's their plan. Their plot is to create that proof or evidence that Wunmi's life is being threatened. They want to use this as an opportunity. That is what Karima, the elder sister of Wunmi, and many of them are onto. They want to create a situation where they can quickly apply to escape out of Nigeria, either to Canada, America, or to Europe. And their claim is, our life is being threatened with that of our son. But now, everything is out in the open. Thank God that we are translating this in English. This is for the embassies to hear. Canadian embassy, Australia, Europe in general, the Schengen area in general. Yes, America. They should, even the Caribbean, watch out for Wunmi. Watch out for Wunmi. You have no hiding place. You must answer. Just avail the little baby. And moreover, the name, Liam. I know the name can be interused here and there. Liam, the way it is spelled, Liam. Now, according to this speaker, there are people who bear such name, Liam. Is it a Muslim name? Is Liam a Muslim name? Yes, Liam, Liham, Lehim. These are Quranic names. These are Arabic names. And it means a lot. They say it could mean lowly, ungenerous, ungracious. I don't know what brought about that name being given to that boy. If truly, Mohbad is a Christian, how can his son be named Liam, a Muslim Islamic name? Does that not point fingers to a Muslim father? Does it go back to Oba Elegushi or someone else? Oba Elegushi is a Muslim. He's a Muslim. So who gave Wunmi that baby? Now, there are still some other translation and origin of that name, Liam, Irish origin. So, where did that name come from? Some say it is a short form of William, Liam. Regardless of this, we don't need to stress ourselves. It is very easy. The solution to this is simple. DNA test. What do you think? DNA test will show us everything that we need to see. We don't care. let us do the DNA and we'll know where we are. What do you think? Drop your comment, like, and share. See you in the next update. Welcome back. So, Mohbad's mother granted an interview where she talked about her life. Questions were asked. Obviously, those that were asking these questions did not want to get Mohbad's mother upset. So they were kind of tactical about it. They didn't go direct. They meandered a little bit here and there. They were able to get one or two things from Mohbad's mother. But what we could deduct, you heard from the caller, what we could deduct is that Mohbad's mother is only interested in what she could get for herself. Now, I'm not trying to belittle or ridicule or to erase our experience with Mr. Aloba, Mohbad's father. No, not at all. We are not privy to this. We were not there. We cannot say Mohbad's father is a good person to Mohbad's mother. But what we know is that Mohbad's father showed a lot of fatherly love and concern to Mohbad. 1, taught Mohbad carpentry. 2, taught Mohbad how to sing. In fact, Mohbad was a backup singer in his father's music group. Yeah, some of the slangs that you hear in Mohbad's song actually came from his father. Now, let's lay that aside. Mohbad's mother said a lot of things, and there are some things that Karimot, the elder sister to Wunmi, the wicked widow of Mohbad, there are some things she said. She talked about Mohbad having mental issues. Later, she clarified this, saying that he had short time or had memory loss, something like that. That's what she said. And this brings us back to an audio that was released. And the same Mohbad's widow, elder sister, Karimot, said, we spoke to the lady that released that video. We told her to issue a disclaimer, but she refused. Why do you want the lady to issue a disclaimer? Why do you want the lady to cover up that audio that got leaked? Now, you might be wondering, how did that audio get to that lady? I'll tell you. You see, Mohbad wanted to get across to Wunmi, but obviously, his mobile phone had been wiped away. Mohbad and Wunmi share the same iCloud account, so they have access to each other's data, information. Unfortunately, Mohbad, I don't know what happened to you. Probably you did this to monitor Wunmi, not knowing that it is possible for Wunmi to have other phones that she probably used in contacting who she wants to contact. They decided to do this to, create that transparency, since they were probably having this cheating issue here and there. That's what I'm thinking. Or it could be that manipulation that we are talking about. Manipulation. 2, Wunmi was in charge of Mohbad's account. Mohbad never had a bank account. Now, if Mohbad had memory loss, according to Karimot, the elder sister, let us deal with the audio that got leaked. As I was saying, the reason the audio could get out there is because after the wipe off of the mobile phone, Mohbad needed to reach Wunmi. So he had to do this using someone else's mobile phone, and Wunmi's friend was called. Wunmi's friend recorded the conversation. Probably her phone is automatic, or they plotted between themselves, like, let us record what he's going to say. And both of them recorded it. She had a copy of it on her phone. And when this happened, she released it. And what was this audio recording about? If you RIP me. So these are the things that you are going to release. What are the things? Some of the things that we saw. There are certain things that Wunmi held on to, that she will put out there to demonize Mohbad and to change the narrative. There are some of these things that she has. Now, Mohbad went on, your family has been doing wickedness. They have been doing evil for a long time to a lot of people. If you take my life, make sure that you take the life of your family too. This will be the end of your wickedness. This, my own will be the end. This will be your Waterloo. This will bring the end of your wickedness. And is it not true? Did he say it and it has come to pass? Unfortunately, it came at a big, huge expense. loss of his own life. Yes, all of the wickedness, secret of that family came out to light, and here we are today talking about it.